Hey guys, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Tobias and welcome to my YouTube channel. A few of you may notice that I'm not in my usual space. I'm not in my bedroom back home. I'm on a little family vacay right now and I'm sitting in the kitchen of this condo that we're staying in. So I'm set up here on the kitchen table. So I know this is like a pretty unusual video for my channel, but I thought it might be kind of fun or funny to make. And of course guys, if you guys liked the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. And subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notifications button if you have not done so yet. I hope it's not too dark in here. I might set up my phone as a light right here. That looks a bit better, huh? So I kind of had the idea to make this video because like a while ago, on Instagram, whenever I would get a hate comment on YouTube, I would post a screenshot of that hate comment in my Instagram story. But then I stopped doing that because then I was getting messages from like friends or like family friends who know me, and they would like feel bad for me that I'm getting these like mean comments. And for me, I was just posting these comments because I thought it was funny. Like what I would do is I would post the comment and then I would post shout out to my haters, and it was just like a funny thing that I would do from time to time. But yeah, I stopped doing that because people were feeling bad for me and I didn't want people to feel bad for me. And just before I start, I just want to let you guys know, like, I don't get a lot of hate comments. It's pretty rare. The vast majority of people who comment on my channel are actually pretty cool. So what I did is I just went and I picked out 11 hate comments that I could find, and I'm going to react to them in this video. And make sure you watch until the end because I do want to talk a little bit about hate comments at the end of this video. So one thing that I've learned about haters is that they fall into at least one of these categories. One, they might just be some kid on the internet writing dumb comments, trolling. Number two, they're projecting their own insecurities onto somebody else. Three, they're hating on you because they're jealous of the attention that you're getting. And four, unfortunately, a lot of the time these people are sad and unhappy and might be kind of like the loser type. And that actually brings me into my first hate comment. And guys, please do not go after these people on the internet. These people might be in an emotionally unstable state. But here we go. I have my laptop right here. I have the hate comments loaded up. So the first hate comment I have is by Jonathan Price, and he wrote, and just as a little backstory, this comment was on a video. This was back when I was like daily vlogging, I believe, and I did a vlog when I went to Scotland with my mom to go visit my grandmother, and we stopped by in this town. The town is called Helensburgh, and this guy was commenting on that video. So Jonathan Price wrote, "Really, that's it? Helensburgh. Picture of LIIT, that stands for Long Island Iced Tea. Glad we don't have too many clowns like you visiting. Ever heard of JLB TV? Imagine not hearing of TV. Henry Bell, Macintosh, etc. Macintosh, that's Charles Rene Macintosh. He was like a famous Scottish architect, etc. You probably walked past more history in your small visit than California has had in the last 200 years. Embarrassing. Have you have met many of your more educated countrymen who have worked at Faslane, I think that's how you pronounce it, over the years. Look it up, you might learn something." I think he's referring to this naval base, this Scottish naval base. "Look it up, you might learn something. Who really had a true appreciation of my hometown. P.S. I'm writing this from Houston, Texas, where I've lived for the last 7 years." Now there's a couple of really funny things about this comment, but the reason that like I said all that before about like people being unhappy and their haters, like this and that, I specifically remember when I got this comment because I was getting dressed up. I was about to go out to like a club or a bar with like some friends, and I remember I sat down on the couch right before I left, and for whatever reason I decided to check my email. And what a lot of people don't know is that, or I'm sure a lot of you do know as well, is that if someone comments on your YouTube video, sometimes, but not all the times, YouTube will send you an email with that person's comment. So I remember I checked my email and I saw this comment right away. It was about 9 p.m. on a Friday night. I remember this like it was yesterday. And I remember I saw this comment, and the reason I remember it so well is because nobody has ever left me a hate comment that long. And at the end of the comment, he wrote, "I'm writing this from Houston, Texas, where I've lived for the last 7 years." So it was a Friday night, 9 p.m. Los Angeles time, which means that in Houston, Texas, it was around 11 p.m., which means I'm ready to go out, have a nice night with my friends, and this guy is indoors on a Friday night writing hate comments on YouTube. And right when I saw that and I made those connections in my head, I was just like, oh man, I just felt like pretty bad for this guy. And I have a pretty good feeling that this guy probably wrote that comment when he was drunk, because the next day or whatever, when I was on YouTube on my computer, I saw this comment and I hearted it just because I thought it would be funny to heart it, and I didn't say anything. And sure enough, he deleted his comment because he would have gotten the notification that I hearted his comment. He deleted the comment because when I decided I was going to make this video, I went back to that video to grab this comment and it was gone. But I remembered that I got the email with the comment, so I went into my email and I was able to grab the screenshot from there. So guys, just remember, even although you delete a comment on YouTube, it doesn't mean that it's gone forever. That email is that comment is most likely in somebody's email. And another thing, guys, if you want to insult somebody's intelligence, you might want to make sure that all the words in your comment are spelled correctly, like how this guy chose to spell California. Anyways, guys, I spent so much time on this first one. Let's move on to the next one. This next one is more of those, if you don't have anything nice to say, why say it? And here we have some guy named Rafael Morales. He says, wow, that's an ugly setup. Look at the waterfall. This is on one of my pool pond videos. It looks like the video of my Jabao UV clarifier. And it was just like, oh man, like, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, that's kind of one of those hate comments where it's just like, what compelled that guy to like leave that comment, you know? Let's go on to another one. Okay, this was like a double whammy. So I don't remember what video this was from, but I think, oh yeah, it was from one of my fish videos. I don't remember which one. But apparently I was supposed to be getting to some sort of point because RG Anderson said, please shoot me, get to the point already. P.S. That aquarium is disgusting. Because the funny thing to me about this, guys, is that like wanting me to get to the point, and then you could tell just out of anger he had to insult my aquarium. And then whoever Benny Callanan is, he had to, you know, put his 2 cents in and chime in, disgusting. So... And the funny thing about these kind of comments is like saying get to the point already. It's like, I can't like go back in there and be like, oh yeah, let me get to the point then. And like change something in the video and get to the... Anyways, let's move on to the next comment. Oh, this is more of a funny one. I just wanted to throw this in because I thought it was a funny comment. But this person said, it's clickbait, you looks like girl. So I'm pretty sure this is probably a foreign person. English probably isn't their first language. And then I commented down below, gotcha. I just thought that was a funny one. All right, let's move on. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do some censoring in this one. So this comment is on my most popular YouTube video. It's like I'm repairing the clear coat on the hood of my car. And Darren Bridge commented, me, you're easily pleased. That looks like That'd be funny if like this person were to see this video that I'm making of their comment. I wonder what they would say about that. But yeah, that's kind of more of like an opinionated comment as well. I don't understand the aggression behind the tone of this guy's voice. I'm assuming this guy probably has some like anger issues or something. But anyways, guys, on to the next comment. Let's see what Louis Harries says. Men with long hair look awful. I'm just kidding, guys. It's just like everything about this comment is just hilarious. First of all, their profile picture is a picture of a hamster. That comment had nothing to do, I don't remember what video this is from, but it had nothing to do with whatever the topic of the video was. They're just trying to insult my appearance. Whatever, guys, let's go on to the next comment. Oh, this is a funny one because I do remember that I responded to this person's comment and I think they deleted the comment. But Benjamin Goldberg commented, it's not fine, you illiterate weasel. It's fine. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. A few of you watching this might know that I do a lot of microphone reviews on my YouTube channel. There's this one microphone brand that I've worked with several times. Their brand name is pronounced Fine, but it's spelled Fine. And in the first couple of videos that I made for them, they actually emailed me saying, hey, can you pronounce our name Fine? That's actually the way that we pronounce it. They're a Chinese company. I'm guessing that's how they would pronounce that in Chinese. So they actually corrected me. I used to say it fine, but they corrected me and told me that it's actually pronounced fine. So I'm actually saying it correctly. But here, you know, in English, the average American would probably read it as fine, just like I was at first. So anyways, yeah, they just had to add that like extra insult by calling me an illiterate weasel. So that's pretty interesting. And a lot of people, you know, they don't know about other cultures, other countries, like how things are pronounced or, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, it's whatever. They also have kind of a weird thumbnail as their picture. It's some sort of anime girl. And yeah, let's just go ahead and move on to the next comment. Oh, I remember this guy. So I did a review of this cooling blanket, and this guy says, this guy, Dustin Albright, he says, what the f-? This is hardly a review. This is you ordering something on Amazon, unpacking it, wrapping it around yourself for like 10 seconds, and then saying it's a great blanket, you're going to use it all summer. How does this have so many likes versus dislikes? First of all, I know the video he's talking about, like, I don't know how much further you can take a review of a blanket. Like, I guess what I could have done is I could have used it for a night and then came back and finished the video letting everybody know how I slept, like if I slept well with it, or I don't know. Like, I just don't know how much further you could take a blanket review. And I actually responded to this one. A lot of the time I don't respond to hate comments, but I wrote, thanks for the great comment, Dustin. I'm sure you live a fulfilling life. Because in my head, the idea of being upset about somebody's review on a blanket is pretty funny, because first of all, you're looking up reviews of blankets on YouTube and you're going into watching this blanket review with the idea in your head of like how good this video should be done. Like, I don't know how much further you could take a blanket review. It's just like the whole idea of like this guy's expectations. It's just absurd to me. I'd be really curious to see like what this guy's daily life is like. Like, I wonder if he's looking up reviews of like toothbrushes, or like what's another like mundane item. Like maybe he's looking up reviews of like paper towels on YouTube, and then he's like insulting the person reviewing them, like, ah! Like this guy, like I'm just really curious what this guy's everyday life is like. Anyways, let's go on to the next hate comment. Oh yeah, this person, I'm assuming this is a hate comment. It kind of sounds like this guy's trying to like say that I have a funny name, like a ridiculous name. When his name is Ulfrin, like Ulfrin is a much more unusual name than Tobias. He said, did your parents seriously name you Tobias? And his name is Ulfrin. And I remember I responded to this comment. I said, yeah, they must have known I was a boss when I was born. And I also hearted it. Yeah, there we go, guys. I love the haters, you know? Another thing about getting hate comments, guys, on YouTube or like on social media in general, if you're getting a comment, whether it's a positive comment or a negative comment, it's still driving the engagement of your video. When you think about it, having a hate comment might even be better than not having a comment, because that's going to drive the engagement of your video, and it has a better chance of the algorithm pushing that video. So anyways, guys, let's go on to the next one. We got 2 left. James Bental commented, way too long a video. You know, this is more like a constructive criticism comment. I would have to go back and see exactly. I don't know why I didn't include the video that this is from, but this person said way too long a video. And now I'm curious to know which video this is from, because depending on the video, maybe if I rewatched it, maybe I would be like, oh yeah, you know, that's kind of constructive criticism. I could have made the video flow a little better to, you know, keep people's attention. So sometimes I might need to look into that. So he didn't necessarily say anything like insulting to me, but he did say that it's way too long a video. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and move on to my last hate comment by someone named Maddie. And this is on, I just bit my tongue. And this is on one of my microphone review videos, and Maddie commented, you make my head hurt. Don't review stuff you don't know. And I'll give them this. I'll give you this, Maddie. This is one of my earlier microphone review videos. It was by that company, Fine, I believe. And I think what they might be talking about is, I think in that video, I didn't know what the clip-on mic was called. It's called a lav mic. But regardless of like not knowing what to call that, like it didn't affect that review at all. Like, I demonstrated both of the microphones. So I don't know, I just think that's kind of like a weird comment, because not knowing the name of like a specific type of microphone, it doesn't really impact the review or the demonstration of that microphone. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, that's just kind of a weird, you gotta take everything with like a grain of salt. You never know the person who's commenting. And I think I might have mentioned this earlier, I don't remember, but please don't go after any of these people online. You never know the emotional or the mental state of the people making these kinds of comments. So yeah, please don't go after them. And I would just like to conclude this video by saying, if you yourself are thinking about getting into making YouTube videos or anything on social media for that matter, at some point you are most likely, inevitably, going to start getting a hate comment here and there. More so if you're making more like controversial type videos or like political type videos, like then you're definitely probably gonna be getting a lot more hate comments. But I kind of feel like hate comments are just one of those things that come with the territory of having a YouTube channel. And over time, I think you just gotta build up like the thickness of your skin to the point where they don't bother you. Because trust me, everybody gets hate comments. If you feel like you are becoming mentally damaged from hate comments that you're getting somewhere online, maybe at that point it's time to take a step back, because you might not be ready for it. And the thing is about people in general, I don't know the exact statistic, but almost no one will come up to you in public and insult you to your face. Haters love to act tough behind a keyboard. 99.9% of haters, I assure you, would not say the things that they say to you online in person. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys thought that was a fun video, like kind of like mix things up a little bit. If you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you'd like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notifications button. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace!